Today we're going to look at the commutative property. The commutative property says that the order in which two numbers are added or multiplied does not change their sum or product. So, let's look at the additive relationship using the commutative property. For instance, if I were to add 7 plus 2, my sum would be 9. But the commutative property says that if you switch the order of these two numbers that you were adding, if I switch my order and added now 7, or 2 plus 7, my sum will still equal 9. This also works with multiplication. If I multiply 6 times 3, my product will be 18. The commutative property says that your product will stay the same even if you switch the order of the numbers, the factors that you are multiplying. So if I switched it to 3 times 6, it will still equal 18. This works for multiplication and addition only. If I were to try this for subtraction, you will see that it does not work. So for instance, if I use 7 minus 2, okay, my difference would be 5. If I switched the orders of the number and did 2 minus 7, the difference would be negative 5. Because I am subtracting a bigger number from a smaller number, this is the same as taking 2 plus a negative 7, which is why my result is a negative 5, because the negative 7 is the bigger number. And if we were on the number line, we would start at 2 and add a negative 7. So I would have to hop back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces, and would end up at negative 5. This does not work with subtraction. This also does not work with division. It does not work. For instance, if I took 10 divided by 2, okay, my quotient would be 5. But what if I switched the orders of the numbers and did 2 divided by 10? I am obviously not going to get 5. I will end up with a smaller number because I am dividing the 2, which is my smaller number, by the bigger number of 10. This will give me, in decimal format, 0.2, which as a fraction would look exactly like this does, 2 divided by 10, or simplified, 1/5. These answers are not the same as my original, which means the commutative property does not work for subtraction or division. It only works with multiplication and addition.